How's it going, everybody? One of my favorite channels here on YouTube is called Knox Knife Mods. It's a really cool channel where they take some of their favorite knives and kind of customize them and mod them to suit their needs a little bit better. I've really been inspired by some of their most recent videos, so I wanted to give it a shot myself. I happened to find this Spyderco Endura 4 on eBay for under $40, and I thought it'd be a great modding platform for my first time. This knife came to be really beat up. You can see tons of scratches on the blade, super, super dull, no tip. The handles are kind of junk, no pocket clip. So I thought it'd be really interesting to try to give this an acid stone wash type of blade finish, add a pocket clip, and maybe replace the scales. So let's give this a shot and let's take it apart. A quick disassembly later, and it's finally apart. And let me tell you, this thing is nasty. I'm so happy I took this apart just to clean it, but we're going to try to acid etch even these liners and the blade. We'll clean all this up, we'll lube it up, and hopefully it performs a lot better, but this thing is just gross. So stay tuned for part 2. Hey guys, for this mod, here's some of the things you might need on this journey. You'll need a plastic container, so either a cup or a bowl. You need to be plastic instead of metal because this acid will eat away metal, so plastic is preferred. You'll need some of this acid, this ferric chloride. You can find this on Amazon. I think it's like $10. There's a decent amount in there, so it should last you a while. Up next, you'll need some type of rocks or ceramic stones to do the stone wash. I got this on Amazon. It's just small ceramic rocks. I just put it in a plastic container, put the blade in it, and shook it up, and that worked great to give it a finish. And then finally, you'll need some gloves, as you don't really want this on your hands or in your clothes, so really recommend some gloves. So here's that supply list again, guys, and we'll see if we can get into it. Quick update, I just gave all these parts just a little quick soap and water bath, just to get rid of some of the dirt and grime, cleaned up a little bit. Now I'm going to use some isopropyl alcohol and just scrub them down a little bit, just to remove any more fingerprints or oils before I use some nail polish on the pivot, just so it doesn't get acid and eat away the metal there. We've now wiped it down with the alcohol, and I just applied some nail polish around the pivot and on the lock bar. Any place where the metal comes in contact, I don't want the acid to eat away the metal and make it gritty. So I've applied just some really simple nail polish just to keep that from getting eaten away by the acid. So I'll check back in when this is dry and we'll continue on. I now have the knife and the lock bar in a small concoction of some of this ferric chloride acid with a little bit of water. I'm going to leave it in there for around 10 minutes and I'll take it out and double check and we'll see how it goes. And then we'll move on to the next step. After about 10 minutes, I took the knife out and it's got this really nice dark color. You can see how much different it looks compared to the normal metal where the nail polish is. Really, really dark. Looks like it kind of came over just a little bit, but really pretty happy with that. Really excited to see what it's going to look like when I stone wash it. Now here's that lock bar. So now I'm going to take a small jar with some ceramic rocks I ordered off Amazon. You can just use any other type of garden rocks or small pebbles, and I'm going to try to give this kind of a stone wash finish, so we'll see. Hey guys, we're finally back at the table. This is finally put back together and reassembled. Overall, for my first time trying to mod a knife, I'm pretty pleased with it. It's definitely not the prettiest or best looking thing in the world. It's a little bit darker and I don't like the scratches are not as pronounced as I would like. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. If you remember what this looked like when we first got it, this was just super, super old and tired looking. We had tons of scratches and blemishes on the blade, just really, really rough. And I think this little mod has 100% breathed new life back into this knife, and I'm excited to carry it. First off, I added this aftermarket pocket clip because if you remember, this one did not come with a pocket clip. I found this one on eBay for I think around $8. Just a deep carry titanium clip. I don't love that the screws are not inset and I kind of snag on my pocket, but still much improvement over no clip. I think I left this in the acid just a little bit too long. It's a little bit darker than I would like, but I think it turned out pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it, and that lock bar shares the same finish as the blade. And I'm very, very pleased. Once again, this is a very, very vanilla novice mod. Nothing like Knox knife mods. Once again, they're amazing. go check out their channel. I'll link it in the description below. But overall, for my first time, never doing any of this before, I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out really cool, and I'm excited to start carrying this knife. I don't really have any Spydercos in the collection. This is the first one, so it's a little different for me. I don't love the lockback opening. It's not the most fidgety thing in the world, but I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's really cool. I think I did a pretty good job on masking the pivot, so you can't even see where I have that nail polish. Everything looks good. My big fear is that I maybe used too much nail polish on that pivot, but I think that finish turned out really well. I added a new edge on it, and I'm pretty happy with it. So guys, this has been my really simple, cheap and dirty DIY mod of this Spyderco Endura 4. Once again, inspired by Nox Knife Mods. Check them out. And thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. If you have any suggestions or improvements on how I can make this better in the future or even on this knife, once again, let me know. Also, sneak peek, another knife mod coming up, but we'll talk about that later. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to get more videos like this, and I'll catch you on the next one.